This is the Eastern Conference Finals as we're set for coverage of Game 1 right here on EA Sports. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you talk about the Nets coming in. They're rested. They're ready to go. And they'll have home court advantage to begin here in Games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
DeAndre Jordan rejects it. That'll get out of bounds off of Irving. Randall. Nets have the basketball. Durant to Irving. Here comes the screen. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
To Kevin Knox. Harden with it up top. Just getting going here in Game 1. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Harden. They'll get it to Durant. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Julius Randle. Kevin Knox. That's going to be out of bounds. Harden into the front court. Leads 4. Mitchell Robinson swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Possession lies with New York. Kevin Knox. Here comes the screen. To Kevin Knox. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Harden with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Kevin Durant lets it go. Rebounds pulled down by New York. Screen coming. Driving right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper stays out.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Kevin Knox. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him. Make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
James Harden at the controls. To Durant. Takes stock of the floor. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Kevin Durant. 3 for 6 now.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Kyrie with the rock. To Durant. Probing the defense. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
And he'll go to the foul line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Kevin Knox at the line. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Irving brings the ball up court. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
New York with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Not that time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Knocks it down from mid-range. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Lets it fly from long range. Man, that was a tough shot.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Durant to Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. Nice pass to set things up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
KD with the rock. Kevin Durant with that shot. He's 5 for 8. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
The drive right to the basket. The rebound cleared by the Nets. Durant with the basketball up top. Down 3. Jumper's good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Kevin Knox. DeAndre Jordan with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening. Has a chance.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down by 1. Kevin Durant lets it fly. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. Short jumper won't fall.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
To Griffin. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Rose to Kevin Knox. Kevin Durant with the rock. Slam dunk.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here's Durant for 2. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Irving into the front court. Leads 3. Durant to Irving. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. From long range. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Durant to Irving for 3. You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for 3. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Kyrie across the timeline. They lead it. 4-point game. Durant to Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. And scores.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
The possession lies with New York. Shot from the lane won't go. Irving with the basketball. Up 6. To Aldridge. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Here comes the screen. Deep three at the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. KD for two. And it's Payton there for the rebound. Alonzo Trier. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Durant across the timeline. 2-point advantage. To Griffin. Short jumper won't go down. To Alonzo Trier. To Rose. Blake Griffin with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Brooklyn's got it. Count the bucket for two.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Payton with the basketball. Down 4. To Rose. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Durant. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Payton into the front court, trailing by 4. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. 24-second violation. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Kid Gilchrist. Harden's on him. To Payton. LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Randall. Harden in possession. Leads 4. To Aldridge. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Knicks with the basketball. Elfrid Payton, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Nerlens Noel at the line for 2 shots. Not the best career mark, 62%. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Here's Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Kyrie Irving, 2 of 4 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Had a chance, but it's no good. Griffin to Irving. Screen coming. Harden to Jordan. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. New blood coming in for both sides. New York Knicks basketball. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. To Kevin Knox. New York with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Aldridge. Beasley. Kyrie lets it go. Kyrie Irving. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Kevin Knox. Harden with it up top. Up by 6. Big finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Here comes the screen. Fires the 3. Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Aldridge. Beasley. Got a piece to knock it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
First try, no good. Missed the second as well. Irving into the front court. Leads 5. No good. To Julius Randle. Hayden. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Aldridge off the mark. New York in control of the basketball. Elfrid Payton guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Hayden. And he'll head to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Oops, he missed the first one. second one's good. Splits the pair. Kyrie across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Throw down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Kyrie Irving, now 4 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Kevin Knox. New York with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Irving. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Knicks with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest. To Irving. Oh!
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Kevin Knox. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Irving to Harden. James Harden. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
DeAndre Jordan tips it. 4th this contest. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense. Deep three at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. Have a look at the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Knicks were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The New York Knicks have been too soft once the opposition has gotten the ball into the paint. Even worse, they refuse to tighten up and make a difference about it. The problem became more apparent to me closer to halftime, resulting in the kind of plays in our highlight package.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Irving with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Screen coming. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kyrie Irving has got 2 shots coming. A career 87% from the line. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Able to convert inside.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Kyrie with the rock. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Mitchell Robinson pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Kevin Knox. Won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Harden into the front court. His team up by 7. Nothing going here on that drive. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Kyrie, that's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nothing going here on that drive. You've got to get that one to go. Kevin Knox. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Aldridge to Harden. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Julius Randle. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Harden to Irving. Screen coming. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2, and Randle right there to take in the rebound. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Irving brings the ball up court. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Harden with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Driving right to the basket. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. To Durant. Has a look. Not today.
And if I'm on the defensive end, this is where I apply more pressure. I want to make sure this guy does not get going in the second half.
To Kevin Knox. And he hits.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Harden. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Nets have it. To Irving. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Irving. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Time to shuffle things up. Griffin to Jordan. The Knicks secure the rebound. Rose into the front court. The deficit is 6. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Here's Irving into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Possession lies with New York. From long range, he was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kid Gilchrist, tough matchup against Durant. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Rose into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
From the painted area, won't go down. And a nice finish at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
The shot, almost.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Short jumper stays out. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. They've come back to take the lead.
It finally looks like things are clicking for them offensively. And sometimes throughout the course of a marathon in the basketball game, you have to be patient for that moment to really pounce. They're doing it.
And finishes strong.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Irving. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Derrick Rose. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Irving. To Allen Crabbe. Down to 5 on the 24. Irving. That's good D. Shot no good. Derrick Rose slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. And he's fouled. He's gone to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Kyrie Irving, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Rose into the front court. Up 6. Scores from the post.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
Here comes the screen. Irving to Beasley. Irving to Beasley. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Rose into the front court. Up by 6. Lays it up and in.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Davis. Nerlens Noel snatching it out of the air. Ooh, 5 now.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And the finish, slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Mitchell Robinson, huge block. Long key from 3/4 court. Third quarter comes to an end. The Knicks are way out in front. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Harden, defended by Derrick Rose. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. For 3. And that's rebounded by Noel. Rose into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Alonzo Trier. Has a look. Now a step back.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
A drive, but he can't get it to go. To Allen Crabbe. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Harden to Davis. Can't miss those. Rose into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Not that time. To Harden. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. The jumper's off the mark. Alonzo Trier to Rose. Deep left corner. Short jumper off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Rose. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Beasley. Baseline drive. On the drive, it's Harden, but his shot no good. Kevin Knox. To Rose. Beasley. To Harden. To Allen Crabbe. Beasley. James Harden. Now 4 for 9. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Rose to Payton. To Rose. Has a chance. Rose's shot no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Durant, defended by Derrick Rose. Irving gets it in the right corner to Irving. Kyrie Irving at the line for 2 shots, shooting 75% so far tonight. Knocks down the first.
Substitutions, New York.
Able to convert on both free throws. Payton with the basketball. They lead it by 14. To Kevin Knox. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Short jumper won't fall. To Payton. To Julius Randle. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. To Griffin. Nothing going here on that drive. Two-point shot for James Harden. James Harden. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Payton. Screen coming. Payton. Durant with the basketball up top. Trailing by 14. Harden to Durant. Harden. From the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it.
The 2021 NBA Playoffs 3-round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Screen Game 2021.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Harden to Durant. Harden. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Kevin Knox. New York with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Well defended, but Knox with the 3.
The Los Angeles Clippers led Series 2-0 over Los Angeles Lakers in the 2021 NBA Playoffs 3-round Season 8 games.
Irving to Harden. Here comes the screen. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Shot from in close, no good. Griffin to Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Right in his wheelhouse. 2 points for DeAndre Jordan.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. Harden in possession. Down by 15. Irving to Harden. To Jordan. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Can't connect. The possession lies with New York. To Julius Randle. Kevin Knox. The pass set it all up.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
Harden in possession. His guys down big. Durant to Harden. To Julius Randle. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Harden with it up top. Down a bundle. Irving to Harden. Griffin with the interception. Great defensive play.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
To Kevin Knox. And Griffin, the rebound. Kyrie with the rock. To Harden. Curling inside. Julius Randle able to recover with the block. Durant add 2 points to the board. Trying to cash in. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense with the interception.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
It's a victory for the Knicks. They've jumped out in front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks got themselves a win here today, and some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The New York Knicks
Did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
Robinson gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The New York Knicks led Series 1-0 over Brooklyn Nets in the 2021 NBA Playoffs 3-round Season 8 games.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.